We all grew up dreaming about floating in space or walking on the moon. From thrilling sci-fi movies to iconic television shows, space travel has turned real as people are gearing up for vacations, orbiting space, and exploring the space stations. Welcome to TechSpot. As the Russian Space Agency terminated its space tourism operations in 2010, numerous private initiatives started to seek space travel, and the era of commercial exploration finally came down to the world. In order to replace the Russian Soyuz spacecraft, aerospace giant Boeing signed an agreement with NASA as a part of its commercial crew development program, which was designed to improve involvement of the private sector in the production of crew vehicles to be launched into orbit and send astronauts to the space station using commercial vehicles. As a part of the agreement, Boeing started working on the Boeing CST-100 Starliner. The company's contract with NASA provides them with the opportunity to sell seats to space tourists, with the idea of taking at least one space tourist on each future space mission. Boeing said that the next test flight of its CST-100 Starliner commercial crew vehicle won't arise until at least August 2021, confirming a prolonged delay because of the scheduled launches and International Space Station missions. Known as America's spaceplane, Sierra's Space Dream Chaser Spaceline is another multi-mission space utility vehicle designed to transport crew and cargo to low Earth orbit destinations, such as the ISS, under NASA's Commercial Resupply Service (CRS-2) contract. The company is also planning a crewed version of Dream Chaser, although it does not yet have a contract for such a vehicle. The crewed ship would be comparable with the cargo plane, having added seating and life support, as well as an abort system, which would allow astronauts to quickly and safely escape during an emergency. Dream Chaser was supposed to make the first of 6 flights transporting cargo for NASA to and from the ISS in late 2021, but all the plans went in vain. Instead of space, as delays related to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic kicked the launch back to 2022. If you're enjoying the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Since the day Neil Armstrong walked on the moon, there have been people who believed that commercial spaceflight would someday become a reality, although for the incredibly wealthy. Starting in 2000, dozens of companies that flooded the industry are speeding up the space race, building spacecrafts hoping to serve public interest in space. This is the division driving SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, who is well known for his leading car company, Tesla. It has remarkably boosted the rocket launch industry, securing 60% of the global commercial space market within 20 years. In 2018, SpaceX said Japanese billionaire Yasuka Maezawa, founder and CEO of the fashion retailer Zozo, would fly around the moon on a mission planned for 2023. It also announced that the first private space station crew, led by former NASA astronaut Michael Lopez Algeria, will launch in January of 2022. He will be joined by 3 men who are each paying $55 million to spend 8 days at the space station. Can't wait to see the millionaire trio reaching for the stars? SpaceX is still in the game this year with its incredible Inspiration 4. The mission aboard SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft that holds up to 7 astronauts, initially taking 4 at a time, will feature Jared Isaacman, the founder and CEO of Shift4 Payments, a Pennsylvania-based payment processing company. This flight, led by him, will be the first crew made up of entirely private citizens shooting into space. Isaacman is paying for the entire flight, donating the 3 seats alongside him to individuals from the general public. He aims to utilize the multi-day trip to raise $200 million for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Tennessee. The crew members will undergo training by SpaceX, including mission simulations, before flying off NASA's 39A Kennedy Space Center in Florida. During the mission, the Dragon capsule will circle Earth once every 90 minutes, along a custom pathway, and re-enter the planet, down off the coast of Florida. The capsule will launch no earlier than mid-September, aiming for an altitude of 540 kilometers, 120 kilometers higher than the International Space Station. SpaceX did not reveal how much Isaacman paid for the flight though. Led by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin is another prominent space tourism company that will be offering low Earth orbit flights from its western Texas launch site, where passengers will arrive 2 days before the flight to undergo training. The New Shepard rocket system will take up to 6 civilians to the Kármán line, 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface, for 10 minutes, allowing them to experience microgravity and look out the large windows to see space and Earth. It will re-enter the Earth and land in the desert near El Paso, Texas, via parachute. Though prices for this space trip are not disclosed, some rumors indicate the ticket is at least $200,000 to $250,000 per person. In early February 2021, Bezos declared he was stepping down as Amazon CEO to focus on his other projects, one being the Blue Origin. In an awe, Bezos will be launching into space on July 20th, 2021, attended by an aerospace pioneer who's waited 60 years to fly into the void, 82-year-old Wally Funk, who underwent training in the 1960s, will become the oldest person to ever fly to space through the rocket ship made by Blue Origin. She will join the Amazon founder, his brother Mark, and a mystery person who paid $28 million at the auction, which will be donated to Blue Origin's Foundation for the Future. The capsule will return to Earth using parachutes, lasting about 10 minutes. Hours after the Blue Origin announced Bezos would fly into space, Virgin Galactic's Richard Branson dropped the bomb to beat fellow billionaire Jeff Bezos by 9 days. Branson's company confirmed that the next test flight will be on July 11th, 2021, and its founder will be among the 6 people on board. The rocket will take off from New Mexico, carrying a crew of company employees. It will be the 4th trip to space, and the first mission with a crew of 4 on the go, as the company inaugurated most of its recent spaceflight on May 22nd, with just 2 pilots. Can't wait to fly with the newbie. Virgin Galactic finally has the approval of the Federal Aviation Administration to start flying people into space. The first Virgin Galactic space flights will use Spaceship Two, a winged spacecraft that launches from the tummy of an airplane and requires a pair of pilots. This craft holds up to 6 passengers. Tickets initially cost $250,000, but are expected to go up once Virgin Galactic starts accepting reservations again. More than 600 people have already reserved a space ride. Would you book one? Similar to the Blue Origin's New Shepard flights, the total from takeoff to landing will be nearly 2.5 hours, with a few minutes in space. It has reached space 3 times since 2018, and aims to offer missions to the ISS in the future. Virgin Galactic competes only with Blue Origin in the sphere of space tourism, as Elon Musk's SpaceX flies passengers on extended trips into the orbit. As of now, the company is 1 step ahead of the others, as the days count 10 until it shoots up through the atmosphere. Since the 1960s, NASA has relied on private companies to erect a spacecraft for the major human space programs. Along with Project Mercury, in 2014, NASA assigned Boeing as well as SpaceX as partners in its Commercial Crew Program, CCP, aiming to build spacecraft capable of carrying humans into heights. With SpaceX's extraordinary achievements and endeavors by Boeing, Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic to put people in space mark the advent of a new chapter of space story. By moving into orbit with its Commercial Crew Program and partnering with private companies to reach new heights, NASA hopes to rewrite the concept of spaceflight. If space travel truly becomes economical and more accessible, people will be able to visit space anytime soon. That's it for this video. See you guys in the next one.